Hi everyone! Today we are going to go into part 2 of how we can address lower back pain at home. Now remember, if you do have a history of back injury, please do consult your doctor before you attempt these releases at home. Alright, but in the previous video that I did yesterday, I did mention that some of these releases are generally quite safe because they address the lower extremity like the hamstrings and the glutes. So let's go into part 2 today, where we're going to go into how to release the trigger points in the buttock area. Now, the buttock is a big muscle, okay? In fact, it is a group of muscles that we're talking about. We have the gluteus maximus, which is the huge one right at the back, and we also have the gluteus medius and minimus. Now, you don't really have to worry about that because the main idea of this is that you need to know where the buttocks are and then find the sore points with your props. So before we go into the actual release, I'd like to introduce you firstly to what are some of the props that we could use. So we could continue using the massage ball that we have been using for yesterday's technique, alright, but with the butt, it does tend to be quite sensitive when we use just a small ball like this. So one of the other alternatives is to get something like this, which some people call the peanut massager. Alright, so it comes as two balls connected by a stem in between. Now, if you don't have this at home, what you could do is to easily improvise with two balls, two tennis balls, and a pair of socks. So how you can do this is that you can just place one ball in, put it right to the end of the sock, and then just insert the other one in, and make sure that they are side by side. Okay, once you have done that, you can do a little knot to just make sure that the balls stay in place. And there you go. You have a makeshift peanut massager at home. Alright, so once you have this, then we are ready to go. Some of you may be wondering, what has the buttocks got to do with lower back pain? Now, a lot of times, many of my clients will do this to me. They will tell me, Angie, I have this lower back pain right here and I do not know how to get rid of it. And most of the time, when I look at where they're actually pointing, they are pointing not actually at the lower back, but at the higher part of the glutes, okay, or of the buttock muscles. Now, I think a lot of us think that the butt is right below, but actually if you look at the anatomy of the bottom, you will realize that the gluteus maximus goes all the way right up to here and is at the lowest part of the lower back and the highest part of the hip area. So the way to find this area of the glutes is you need to first find your lower back, your actual lower back, which if you are sitting up tall, it will curve in slightly naturally. And if you bring your hands down, and you will eventually reach to this nice flat part called the sacrum, and then of course after the sacrum you get to the tailbone area, which everyone should be able to find. Now I'm going to just backtrack a little bit, so I'm going to bring my hands right up to where my sacrum is, and then from the sacrum I'm going to just reach my hands sideways and feel this area here. So this is what we call the sacroiliac joint, okay, where the sacrum bone intersects with the hip bone. So if I go along this area, this is where I find that area that is the problem spot for many people, okay? So this is not actually your lower back, but it is more of the hip or the buttock area that we can address. So if this is where your pain is coming from, then this release is for you. I am going to show you now how to release the glutes in this position. So the first thing you have to know is the glutes are big muscles, so it is better to focus on one butt cheek at a time. So right here, I am going to go for my right side first, and I'm going to sit in such a way where I'm leaning against the side with the bottom leg stretched out. My other leg is going to be bent because this is going to be my support leg that helps me to apply or to release the pressure when I need it to. Now from here, I'm going to lift my buttocks gently, place my peanut massager right at the upper part of my hip areas. So remember, we spoke about how the massage is not just for the lower part of the bottom, we are aiming for the higher part of the hip as well. So I'm going to just adjust myself and lean back slightly so that the higher part of my bottom is on the peanut massager. Alright, now once I'm here, the first thing I'm going to do is to, okay, once I get my position correct, the second thing is I'm going to just feel. I'm going to see how my muscles are feeling today, and if the area that I'm pressing on is not painful, or it's not giving me that sweet ache that you usually get when you're massaging a sore spot, then you can keep shifting the peanut massager around until you find a nice spot to start. Alright, now once you find that spot, the third thing is to apply pressure. Now from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually relax my hands to the back, press into my feet, and then slowly I'm going to lean into the massager and then gently relax and breathe in. So you see this leg that I am relaxing, okay? The bottom one is just totally stretched out. This is the leg that controls it. So if the pressure is too great, I'm going to use this leg to push up a little bit and just gently ease my body into the ball. Now, if I'm able to handle it, then I let my whole body weight rest into the ball and I'll get maximum deep tissue massage here. Alright, now going to the fourth thing, which is to apply movement. One of the things that I could do at this area is I could do a gentle rocking from side to side. Now remember, this is usually a sensitive spot for many people, so do it slow, do it steady. And then from here I could do an up and down, rolling and down. So notice that this leg, the one that is bent, is the one that is pushing my body up and down to achieve this release. And the roller can go right down to the lowest part of my bottom, to where the sit bones are, and it can roll all the way up to the lowest part of the lower back. Remember, you want to stay on muscles, you don't want to roll onto bones and joints. Good. And that is the release with the peanut massager. Now I am going to show you one as well with the massage ball that we had just now. This can be a little bit more acute in the deep tissue massage, okay? So make sure that you're prepared for this. Now, if you're using one ball, you're going to, again, use your supporting leg and your hands to help you. And then from here, same thing, all right? You're going to find a right position, okay, at the fleshy part of your bottom. And now find a soft spot. And then once you're there, you're going to apply pressure by just resting your weight into the ball. Don't forget to breathe in and out deeply. And then once you are relaxed, you can apply slight movement. So for a single ball, you could do something like this. You could do little circles around the bottom. You could take your sit bones as a reference point and then go gently around the sit bones. This movement should usually help you to feel quite a lot of trigger points in that area. Okay? And then you can reverse that circle. Of course, this does require you to use a lot of your arms and your legs to support you. Alright, so you don't have to do this for too long. About a minute or two will suffice. Good. And there you go, a quick massage for the bottom with a massage ball. There is one more way to do your butt massage with the ball. So this is done lying down. Alright. This is a good one because you don't have to support with your arms. Alright, so very gently we're going to shift the butt up into the air, do a little bridge position, and then again use your hands to find where the sacrum is and then where the tailbone is. Okay, once you find your tailbone, shift up slightly and move a little to the side. And then once you find that band of muscle, that is where you're going to place the ball slowly. You could use a single massage ball or you could use the peanut massager. Alright, so once you got that position, remember guys, for this position, the whole body weight is resting on the ball. So you have to be gentle, alright? You want to gently just apply the pressure slowly to an intensity that you are able to handle. Alright, and then once you're there, I want you to relax, breathe in and breathe out. And then from here, after you have felt and you have applied the pressure, we're going to add some movements going left to right. Remember to stay on the fleshy part of your bottom. Side to side, and then gently take your time to allow the ball to sink deep into the fleshy part of your bottom. Good. And then relax. And that will just take you about a minute or two to finish this, and I hope you try that, and don't forget to do it on the left and the right as well, and I hope that will help you with alleviating any lower back aches that you might have. Alright? Thank you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.